Okay, follow up with the concept of the blinders. So the first thing is that, as you know, the blinders are there. They blind you. You can't see yourself, the truth. You don't see much, right? Okay. The goal is to remove the blinders. The problem is how to remove the blinders, because you think you know everything, but you only know very little, right? So there's one, I think, great method that you can try to copy is from Alcoholic Anonymous, okay, AA. The way they work, they have a few principles. First principle is that you are never recovered from being an alcoholic. Even if you never drink for 20 years, you're still an alcoholic. So you always remember that you are an alcoholic, so you have to stay away from alcohol, and you've never fully overcome it. So it's the same thing. You never really have removed the blinders. You might be able to open them, but they're always there, even if they're backwards like that. Okay? So you never actually have gotten rid of the blinders forever. They're always there, ready to shut down again. First principle. Second thing is what they do is they've got a friend, buddy, somebody. So every day somebody is going to talk to you, the alcoholic, and you have to say openly and honestly what you did. And I think in their group meetings they do the same thing. They speak openly and honestly about what they did, what their mistakes, whatever it is. It's an idea. You might actually go to an AA meeting to see what they do, how they do it, and so on, so that you can learn their methods to copy that. And that's basically a really good principle, which is to openly admit everything you do or have done today, daily, to someone else. So you know that there's going to be someone there, and you've got to be honest with them. So see if you can learn more about their method and how you can implement that in your own life towards removing the blinders by having somebody to tell every day where you think you may have closed your vision to something, which is a lot harder, obviously, when it comes to blinders, because you don't see what you're doing. So we can use that in every day. Somebody who knows you is watching you to see and tell you where you are blinding yourself from seeing something. Now, why does AA method work and normally our methods don't work on you waking up, is because the person who's an alcoholic honestly and sincerely submits themselves to the program, because they know they're an alcoholic. They probably beat someone up, maybe they killed someone, or went crazy and drunken rage and did violence or something. They can't deny the effects of the alcoholism. So you have to see where the blinders have made you cause some severe damage to somebody, to yourself, to your property, to whatever. And you have to see that as much as possible every day until you become as clear as a violent alcoholic who's now sitting in jail because of something they did in a drunken rage, where it's pretty hard to deny the reality of their problem. So find somebody, and you've got a group of people there, that you're going to talk to every day who can point out or find out where you were using the blinders that day, or where you were blinded that day, or at least for yourself, to admit it. And then, of course, in the group, you have to sit there and list every time you think you had blinders on, or at least with the others. That's why a real school, you should be together daily, doing things together, participating. My original goal when I was young, very young for the school, and I had all my businesses, was to build the school with businesses, and all the students would work in the businesses together. So the business was actually a school, which is what I did with my shops. For the ones who really wanted to benefit themselves, I used my companies as the school, so we could apply all the exercises and methods and so on. So if you can spend as much time as possible together, doing things together and so on, so you can see where the blinders are controlling you and admit it openly to others who understand the principle, it may help you start to open them up a bit. Okay? So go to an AA meeting, learn their methods, see how you can apply their methods in your life, find the buddy that you can talk to every day, speak openly in the group, so you're taking note during the course of every day when you caught yourself or somebody pointed out, one of those contradictions where someone says, you don't understand, and you're saying, yes, I do understand, and they're insisting you don't. Well, then you've got the blinders on, right? So you note all these events, and at the group meeting, you can say, I did this. You just keep it short, Had an argument with someone about this topic, and they were insisting that I didn't understand, and I was certain I understood, and then I stopped myself, and I listened to them openly, and then I realized, yeah, you know what? I really had the blinders on, okay? Stuff like that. Very short, very simple. In the group, and talk to each other every day to maybe a WeChat group or WhatsApp group, or I don't know, something like that, so you can start to admit and force yourself to see, by having the obligation of somebody who's going to be checking on you every day. Okay? So try that. Go to the meeting, learn their methods if I have it a little bit wrong, and put in some effort, because to just come and listen to me talk isn't going to help you at all. You have to participate in building the school as well, not just come to the school. In other words, I'm the teacher, you're the student, I developed the methods, you're supposed to learn them, but I've become what I am because I developed the methods. So you have to participate in that also. In other words, don't just do the things I teach you, but participate in building the system, building the methods, building the exercises, participate in building the school. And that is the way you learn. Like, one of my first Tai Chi teacher said, when he asked me to become a teacher for him, assistant teacher, he said, the teacher learns the most. And it's true, the teacher learns the most, because when you're teaching, you have to create new concepts to help the students. In this sort of, psychology or whatever you want to call this, we do. In Tai Chi, you have to be far more precise with your movements so you can explain it instead of just doing it automatically. So yeah, the teacher learns the most, so you should participate a bit in sort of being like teacher, I'm giving you what to do. Now it's up to you to do it. Okay, good luck. Give me a report.